Let's go. Hello guys. How are we doing today? What's up, what's up, what's up? Just wanted to say, why isn't that loading? What's up, Furzy? Greetings. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Yeah, we'll see what we get today. I don't have too much time because I have to work today too. So we will look for 1 or 2 trades only today. I'm gonna give myself 2 trades with $200 stop, and that's it. Gonna see how that plays out. But yeah, I'm just gonna check out everything in a second here. Because I recently developed some kind of view for the market with backtesting and shit, and that works pretty nice. So like in this scenario, if you look at this, like this doesn't tell us too much here. I'd guess like it's alright, it's good info, but like not too good. That's why I'm going up time frames here. And we hit this one yesterday night. Our entry was originally down here, but I was a bit too fast on it. But that's alright. I think this is probably gonna shoot up, just continuously shoot up. I'm gonna take a scalp here.
Order filled.
For a 20-point stop. As you can see, this could stop us out just because that is a big wick. So if you want to go safe on that, like you would set it at least here. Like the $400, like yeah, this is the account we only do 1 trade, so this actually sets up. But what you can tell out of this is like creating liquidity, creating more liquidity, sweeping this whole liquidity, creating liquidity, getting up, touching this first zone, coming back down, sweeping this liquidity very short here, and not sweeping this again. And so we should get some kind of follow through. And if you then look at other time frames, as the 1 hour and like more, like we needed to cross this. This was pretty obvious to get like crossed. And looking at higher time frames, I actually see us like above this high for sure again, like somewhere up here. But that could take some time actually. I mean, we did what I wanted. We got this liquidity sweep of this low, leaving this and this. So yeah, that was what I was looking for. And we're aiming for around, I'd guess 20 points. I think we already reached that up here, and I was just not aware of it, but that's all right. Like if that's my stop, I at least wanna kind of like go for a 2-to-1, but we'd have to see how we react off of those FEGs up here. This FEG is still open, like this isn't even 50% tested, so we can go on the 1 minute here. As you can see, we pushed this very nicely. TP is filled here, like for this 28 points, but we're going for at least the 1-to-1 on that right here. I just started thinking like, what do we have to cross like before we can even dip down? So like this would be an area we could bounce off. So like I would set my stop loss break even here, because we filled this fair value gap almost completely here now, and we didn't sweep anything here. So we could come back down, sweep some off of that, and then go up. But like this first 5 minute isn't even done here. So we'll see. We'll see. Like if we want to dip down, we should get into like a good selling area, which means for me, we have to take out liquidity, like noticeable liquidity. And you see this whole thing, like there's no wicks in this, so we have a good chance to pop back up here. You see those wicks on the left side, which are basically the target here. Like you could actually target like this, or you could target this. I think like this is a better target here for a positive RR. It's 1.2 there. But what I hate about Topstep is that you don't see the wicks. Like if this wants to break, we at least get a like come up and clean off this. So we're just waiting on this. You could double down on this, but just because I don't see this candle's wick, I don't want to, because I don't see if we took liquidity or not. What I'm looking for is some kind of liquidity take out of this, then the cross back up, and I will put my stop. Break even after that. Look at ES. Yes. Yeah, that's a big sell off, but as you can see, we took that high here completely, which we didn't in NQ. Now in Q. Let's see how this closes. Like we at least gonna see this sweep. 100%. And we got this bottom sweep here. I like that. I think we should get that one more sweep to the upside there. This took, yeah, it took liquidity, but like not that good. Still got a fair chance here. Like I know ES is already going like down fucking hell, but let's see how we react on that touch. We got a 0 wick down here, so yeah, I mean, yes, this could just sell off. Didn't really look at that, I have to admit that. Maybe we can get a break even here, still. Like this is a good take here, this is a good take up there. That's why we're going so hard here. I think for open, for 1530, I should look more at the 1 minute here. I guess that makes more sense. Yeah, okay, ES was clearly giving confidence there, I guess. But I wanted to see if the trade can play out, because we definitely had some reason to get up here. That's like, this was the at least point I had in my mind, that we had to touch. Like this at least. But we already cleared that, so like this was my point of interest, if you want to say it like that. I should have looked for sells here actually. That would have made way more sense. I actually have to give you that one, Ferzi. That would have made more sense. But we still got one more trade that we can do here. So let me look at ES, which levels we got there. Look at the 1 hour on ES. Like for me to get this up, we could see like this swept again before that, if we want to see some upside on this. I'd guess, like, I mean, we took this out now, took both sides out, so question's just, is this clean enough for me? I'd say that's pretty clean. Yeah, that's pretty clean. I would have just liked more liquidity taking on ES here. Like we can look for a good setup on ES too, I guess. So what you want to see now is like a candle low building here, this getting swept and then like upside off of that. I'm on Q. Because this is too clean of a price action. We got one, yeah. I mean, yeah. This hit 60s here. Which on the 1 hour, it's like that low. I mean, like we still have this gap up here, but we also have this big FEG there, which we tapped before. Like this was kind of rejection off of that. That took all that liquidity, like this. It's a clean move, I guess. This took that again, so we got this high, this high, and this high, this high, this high. I mean, I'd still like to see some kind of upside still, but we had this FEG there. So this is no buy for me. This is no buy for me because I need the sweep of this candle before we go. I need this kind of sweep. But we are still pretty bearish. We can look on the S again, how this 4 hour looks like. Nah, I definitely see us come up one more time, actually. But I need some kind of good forming of a setup here, which would for me be like the sweep of another low. Before that, I can't enter really. You took the short? That's nice. Yeah, I mean like this was pretty clear off of that FEG there. Let's see how we react to this sweep now. I mean, this is the retest of this zone there. But like I need to see this at least swept, at least this to go up here. No, I at least need to see this kind of structure here, something in this. I need to see that swept before we go. I don't think we're getting the main move before that. I mean, this now took that liquidity. If we get an upside candle, I would kind of look for buys here. But like to get safe, I'd kind of need like a stronger comeback down, I guess. But I like this setup here. Swept that again.
Order filled.
I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna give that a shot. Like we had this imbalance here, we had this OB. We have much things there that can push us up. Question for me is just if we have to take those lows again here to then go. Or if we are still that bearish. But I'd guess like this kind of OB forming here. Like the only thing I don't like is this small candles up here. we are overall short, so I don't know if I want to go for the counter trend. But we got this FEG here still. And like before we go heavy, we should definitely take like more liquidity out of this. And that would mean like this high for me. I don't know if this is enough, you know? But I could be wrong here. Just because I'm trading against the trend. And yeah, like before a buy, you would look probably for this sweep before that. So it's kind of hard right here. Because I mean, we closed back all the way inside this kind of FEG up there. We took some liquidity out of this, but like, if we'd want to sell, I'd guess we get this sweep up here before that, actually. But it is what it is, right? Right now, trying that sweep down there, which I talked about. Swept that. Definitely get some buyers off of it, but like ES, let's look at ES here. Yeah, ES looks beautiful. Look at this, perfectly swept. Low here, not really taken. Like this is a double bottom here. That's what I don't like about that. But to the top side, this took that liquidity. But what I wanted to see is like one more sweep off either this or this. But as said, I could be terribly wrong here. Which it looks like. Just because I'm counter trend trading. Yeah, I mean, I should have taken that short. I should have taken that short. I'm giving that. That was definitely the play for today. Just this FEG was so perfect. But like if I would have traded that on a funded, our first trade was like $300 in profit, so I would have probably traded that break even. But it's alright. We're gonna get swept out here. I really thought that we could have some bullishness out of this again, like which we had. I mean, this is 20 points, but still like not enough. Well, that's alright. Just take me out of here, please. Just didn't have enough time to get clear buyers out of this, because I was kind of late to that market. But as you can see, like this is pretty clear. We had this FEG, came back up, like swept those internals, swept this, came in, closed that.
Order filled.
Reaction to the downside here. MES is probably going hard here. No, it's not. It's alright, but like not going crazy. Let me look into this. Yeah, okay, that was a clear sell. Like this is a clear sell. We have nothing in here. Like this should all get ripped down. At least till like 5217. Or did we touch that already? 5217. No. Like it's a lot to go still. We can take a trade off of ES here, I'd guess. I mean, if you wanted to short that, I'd say like if you take that short, and for me, yeah,
order filled.
I'm gonna just play it here off of NQ, I guess. Like you wanted your stop should go to the last sweep of that range. Like that's why I don't like this. Like we didn't have a big sweep off of that. For me to like get sellers, we need a sweep off of either like this candle or like this topside candles here. That's what I don't like about that. But I mean, this is kind of okay. My stop would probably go to... Yeah, I just don't like this slide down. I think we're gonna get one leg more up and then... Yeah.
Order filled.
Exactly what I said. Fuck me.
Order filled.
I'm gonna take that now as a huge buy, a huge sell. Stop goes to that top. We didn't overcross that, but we crossed the whole liquidity there. So either we go up now, take that out, which it looks like, bro. Damn. I shouldn't just impulse buy and sell, but like it's no funded, so I kind of tend to risk more than I want to when I see this setup. But it's kind of sad. Because on 5 minute now, we build liquidity, we build sell side, we build more liquidity, so it's probably gonna go up here. I'm honest, guys. I'm just honest. I'm just honest. Yeah, create an FEG here. It's just gonna push. Yeah, damn. Like that's what I mean. Like it can go so fast. Your buys can get fucked really fast. I'm gonna guess we're going up here, coming back down to this area, getting some more buyers. Either we do it now, like come into this, get buyers, or after that we come and like get those buyers. But this is a nice clear now, so your stop would go to this candle's high here. And we're just gonna trail it down if we can, if this gives us good structure. I'm straight away gonna trail that fucker. So that's the last trade for that account. Because I already over leveraged. But I mean, this is a 0 wick candle here, so it's pretty likely for that to get taken. And I mean, our buyers are definitely short, so I'm just taking a look at the 5 minute in a second here. If this is now pretty price action for us to go down. Like I would have liked this to sweep one of those highs here, but if we're really, really bearish, we can actually keep that and like rally down. But you know how it goes sometimes, guys. If you'd measure your fib right here, this came back up into like close to that 50% area. We didn't like sweep under this right now, so I'd expect this to definitely happen, but just give it some time here. If we're bearish, we should continue now because of those two, of this sweep here. We should continue lower. We could take this one more time, I guess, but I wouldn't be in this trade if we do so. I'm gonna dip that definitely. Getting below that low. We hit the 1618 there already, so I'd guess the next target would be the 250, which would be somewhere there for 2K. And I mean, if you look at structure, it would definitely make sense to, before we want to go up, like take this out, take this out, Those two are definitely zones which I want to see taken out before we go. Would make sense. But we swept that now, so just keep that in mind. What I want to see now is like from this kind of like keeping that in that range, coming back up, sweeping above that, testing that FEG, and then rallying down. If we see that sweep above and like sell side from that, I'm gonna add more into that trade. This is also gonna be the last trade I'm gonna do here. After that, I'm gonna get ready for work and shit. And we're gonna be back tomorrow. So we now took that 1618 out there. What I wanna see is this come back up, get into the, above that, sweep this area, keep that alive, and then sweep down. Because at the 5 minute, like, we created an order block now. This is your propulsion candle, so we should continue down. If you're trading ICT. That's exactly what you wanted to look at. But like for me, a A++ setup, this would have been if we swept that high. If we swept that high and got off of that, that would be perfect, but it's alright how it is. I mean, we were at those highs. We created that auto block. Like we showed bearishness from that. We didn't come back into this area, so we should be very, very bearish here. I want to see at least a topside sweep of this candle now, but I would love to see one of that. Didn't take that low. Okay, that high, sorry. Why were your buyers short today, Ferzi? Why did you decide on short today? Closed above that 1618 there again. I don't like that. I at least want to see that sweep now. We have to see that sweep now. Or I'm pretty hesitant with that and would take some profits actually out of that. If we see this sweep of, like, what is this candle here? Or what is this zone I marked out there? Okay, it's that low. I want to take that low at least. And I'm gonna trail out some at that low.
Order filled.
Take out 5 there. Took out 5 at that low. I mean, on the 15th second, this was a nice setup. You saw this liquidity candle getting created. This not like taking liquidity, not taking liquidity. This taking only that. This candle coming back up, sweeping everything except that. Now we only have this candle, execution. Boom. On the 15th second, this even looks better for a sell. I mean, look at this candle forming. Upside, upside, getting swept, getting low, 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 low. Coming back up, this candle coming back up, not sweeping that topside liquidity, sweeping everything else, going down, creating that propulsion block again, getting up, sweeping that, going below, going below, going below, executing, creating this, taking that liquidity, creating that, taking that liquidity again. This not taking the lower liquidity here is pretty mandatory here for us. So we should probably get the continuation here, at least 2 to 3 candles more to the downside. Swipe below that low now. I guess your target could just be this 250% area down here. At around 18,000. when this 5-minute closes, we definitely can expect some upside. So if you don't want to be in this after that, I'd guess take out your position then. Because for me on the 1 minute we can't trail this now, but like on the there's like no trailing area for me here because this is going straight away down. But like if you want to go safe, I'd guess put your stop above those highs, above those two, because like if we wanted to, we could have just taken that liquidity and get that bump. But you know how it goes sometimes. 18.15 here right now. We look at that 15-second again. Did this sweep the top side liquidity there? This double topped at this level. So I'd guess you can pull your stop down to that level, to 18.31. But we're already going into my direction here. Almost 250 level, which I talked about. And after that, we're gonna be done for the day. There's some strong buyers here. Took out that liquidity right here. I mean, if we want to go up, we at least get one more candle that sweeps that low. So if you want to take, if you want to be on the safe side, just take your trade here. If you want to risk some more, just stay in it. As you see, boom, you can trade your stop now to that top. And if this gets a push up, I'm gonna be out of that. But that looks good.
Order filled.
Cool. And there we are. Fully filled. Let's go. GG's, guys. Hopefully somebody took that. That was a short from here, I guess, all the way down to this low for about 100 something points with a, I mean, I think we had a 20-point stop here. Yeah, that's about it. That's a 5.8 RR trade. I guess we're good. All right. I have to get ready for work and shit. Hopefully you took that trade, Furzy. This was a banger. But we're gonna be back tomorrow and continue trading. I wouldn't have thought that we're so bearish in this, but like, yeah, it seemed like we're that bearish in it. I would have loved to see like, if I look at this like that, it was pretty obvious from that. It was pretty obvious from that, but that's all right. Have a nice day, guys. As said, I see you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day. See you till then, and bye.